Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922 yet again. This time for Char's Counter Attack. Now, surprisingly, I read up. Char's Counter Attack was the movie. After Char's Counter Attack, the next one that comes out, um, because it's like basically the timeline. I might do a video discussing the timeline of Mobile Suit Gundam, the Universal Century timeline, because here's what's the QZU play words there. Confusing part. Okay. Obviously, after Mobile Suit Gundam the original, you know, what have you, there's some other series you watch. Obviously, in between, you've got, 0083, which I already seen a while ago. You've got War in the Pocket. So there's a few here and there that come in between. But the main series after obviously that, you got Zeta, which is a couple of years after the 1 Year War, and you got Double Zeta. Now after Double Zeta is Char's Counterattack. Here's the thing though. After Char's Counterattack, it's between these two series. Unicorn or Gundam F91. Now I'm opting this. I already watched Char's Counterattack. So after it, I'm probably going to watch Unicorn. It's about 7 episodes of the OVA series. And I've already kind of seen a few of them. There's a huge story behind that. I actually saw them at Comic-Con. Yes, a couple of times they premiered. I only saw 2 episodes there at Comic-Con. I believe it was episode 1 and episode 4 or 5. I'm not 100% certain. But anyway, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. And then after fucking Unicorn, I'm gonna watch F91, which is a movie. So you actually have 2 movies: Char's Counterattack, then an OVA series, and then another movie to watch. But let's talk about Char's Counterattack. This was fucking awesome. Yes, it was. Um, Here's the thing. The ending confused the fuck out of me. Because the way they ended it, I was like, wait a minute. Isn't something else supposed to happen? Like I was expecting something more. And he was just like, I was like, okay. So we just need to get that. It was pretty bizarre. Now, the story is that Char comes back after a crazy amount of a huge amount of time of being absent. A lot of people thought he was dead, or so on and so forth. But he comes back and he takes over the reins of Neo Zeon and decides he wants to basically throw an asteroid into the Earth. More importantly, access into the Earth, the asteroid of access. And obviously, the only person who can stop him is amuro. Amuro! And what's interesting about this movie is the Gundam actually has funnels. And anybody who doesn't know what a fucking funnel is, it's basically in Double Zeta. I don't in Zeta 2. In Zeta and Double Zeta. Haman Khan and Pulu used funnels. They're basically little these little devices that come out of the gun, their mobile suit, that they control with their mind to shoot. And the Gundam has them in this movie. Now, he has that in his movie, his Gundam. Now, the thing about this movie is it brings up what happened with Lala. Of course, I shouldn't be actually seeing this movie because I kind of saw most. We'll pass on that. But anyway, my overall thoughts on this movie, fantastic. It gets a 9 out of 10, but the ending kind of confused me. Because, like, basically, anyone who hasn't seen the movie, you shouldn't be hearing this. Basically, the altercation between Amuro, Ray, and Char'S, it results on a weird level. Because basically, it's more of that, Amuro stops him, but then they have a huge conversation, and he says how Lala could have been. Char says Lala could have been my mother. It was very strange, but he goes on to that fact and how he was using Quest, in some odd way, because this girl in the movie called Quest. I'm not going to spoil much, but anyway, and using her as a means to him, it was very bizarre. But I will say this. This rivalry between Amuro Ray and Char'S, you have to consider this. Let's put aside the people who are going to see this video and say, "Oh, Bunkai, you're Sasuke, Naruto." I'm saying right now, because here, let me tell you something. This came out way before Naruto did, so it kind of takes precedence. Amuro Ray and Char'S, best rivalry hands down. I mean it. I really do. I really do. When you really think about it. When you really think about it. Best rivalry hands down. Two men who fought each other in a battle for a year. Think about that. And here's the thing. They didn't just fight each other. They worked with each other and then fought each other again. So when you really think about it, this rivalry is legendary. It really is. They fought each other in the 1 Year War. Then in Zeta, they fought together to stop the Titans and to stop, I guess to a little extent, Axis. Though, we'll say Amuro Ray didn't have much to do in Zeta, seeing as how it was Camille who was holding the reins of Gundam. But he did have precedence in a little sort of the way. And to have Char'S after that series in Char's counterattack, okay, I'm taking this asteroid, I'm destroying it, I'm basically turning the Earth into a wasteland, is so ridiculous. But it's good. That kind of rivalry surprises me. And I'm like, whoa, Tomino, this is good. This is really good. Obviously, I don't want to spoil much because I don't know who or what people have seen and if anyone actually seen this movie. But I will say this. Okay, a few people die. Also, surprisingly enough, in this movie, we get introduced to the Psycho Frame. Well, I still don't have a hard time figuring that out. Because basically, this girl, Chan, who is with, Amuro, helps him out. She basically tells him about the new Gundam and everything. New Gundam, it's called. She has this thing that's called the Psycho Frame. It's basically this T-shaped metal object. And it actually takes precedence of what occurs at the final moments of the film, because it actually helps in diverting, think about this, diverting the asteroid from from coming down on Earth, which blows me away altogether. But as far as this series is concerned, I give it a 9 out of 10 because this rivalry between excuse me, Amuro Ray and Char'S, it stands the test of time. You will see the tears of time. Yeah, bring that up. But it does. It really does. It stands the test of time. You can't script this any better. You're talking about two individuals who fought each other in a war for like 1 year, then joined forces a couple years later, and then fight each other again. That to me is an awesome rivalry, and just blows any expectations you can ever think of. But as far as the other characters that were in this movie, we get Bright's children. Well, son. This kind of reminded me of Zeta in a way with Kats. I think so. It did remind me of that because basically, Bright's son, he sees his girl Quest. There's a kind of a thing going on there at the end with Quest and him and Chan. I'm not gonna spoil it. It ends badly though, very badly. But that was an interesting plot point in the movie. As far as the general aspect, though, how it ended, yeah, it ended. Well, it didn't end completely horrible. I mean, I just told you, the psycho frame was used, but see, what eludes me is the fact that, and this is another facet to this rivalry between Amuro and Char. And maybe I'm nitpicking, but this seems like similar to the same kind of thing that was going on in Double Zeta with Haman Khan and what's his face, the main character in Double Zeta, who's playing Double Zeta. That they were trying to get the Gundam pilot to join them. Now, Shaw wasn't saying that he wanted Amuro Ray to join him, but he said that basically that his talents were wasted on the Earth Federation. They're wasted on them. And here's another thing. This is the reason why Char did what he did. Had nothing to do with Lala. Nothing. Simple fact. He was in Zeta. He ended up fighting the Titans, who were essentially a corrupted organization that was with the Earth Federation. So you couple that, the fact with that, and the fact that Haman Khan was involved as well, that was more than enough reason for Char to consider the plan that he was planning, which was to throw an asteroid or to access asteroid into the Earth to create basically a nuclear winter. But I thought it was done well. I really did. This movie was a good example of what a rivalry looks, a great rivalry looks like between two anime characters, or two characters in general. I mean, the only other thing I could think of that even comes close to this is, I believe it's Legend of Galactic Heroes, the rivalry between the main character and the other guy, and not series, which I haven't seen in a while. I gotta catch up on that shit. But anyway, this was good. Done very well. 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but the other plot points kind of got on the way, with the Bright's son and that whole business. But it's kind of funny because I said the cycle frame was used in Char'S counterattack, which was being experimented on. I believe that they use it in Unicorn, based upon what they named the two Gundams in Unicorn Gundam and the other one, calling it a cycle frame prototype. But this was a good movie. You should see it. If you like two characters fighting in mechs, and a great rivalry between two people, you need to check out Char'S counterattack. It's a no-brainer. It's a fucking no-brainer. Simple as that. But yeah, that's the story. I don't know what the chapters are coming out. I haven't really decided what I'm doing tomorrow night. Maybe start considering doing a live stream. Maybe on Saturday. I have the Wirecast thing, so I'm able to do live streams now. Because there's that whole system now with YouTube, you have to do it that way. So I might do one. Who knows? I might do one Saturday. Might just be me. Might invite a few people. I don't know yet. But but yeah. But that's pretty much the story there. Yeah. Bonkai 22, nothing to say. Go see Char'S counterattack. No offense to Naruto and Sasuke, but I'm sorry. Char and Amuro have you beat. By leaps and bounds. And yes, I went there. I'll see you guys later.